Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. Nifty move. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs.
Yeah, I can hear you.
This is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I hear that. It sounds bad.
That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on...
No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Barkley again, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. And here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0.
Yeah, I can hear you. I just got my mic muted. Learn so.
Gano now following the touchdown.
About to win this game.
Kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
No, play your game. You ain't going to win this game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
29 is the Mike.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 36, Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, it's Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
You thinking that might be a better way to go?
Instead of your kicker, yeah. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Hurts. He's got Smith here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken success. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones on the move to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
We talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football. There's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Yeah, I hear you.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Good luck with that.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Barkley on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Let's get off the field. Check 31, check 31.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man Adoree Jackson. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Jones to throw. Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Jones. Rolling to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Jones looking around. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians.
The only one was up to an interception in the first quarter.
Is
Your
now
ass.
officially over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
took it, I couldn't do it different.